Hello and welcome to Retro Reviews in English, another TLDR look at whatever I've reviewed, where I force myself to say something good, something bad, what I think is the best and what I think is the worst, all in my own personal opinion, of course. And today it's the Fiio R7. Now, this device was sent to me on loan by Zoco City, which is an online retailer here in Spain. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever, and if you want to find out more, you can check out the full review, which is linked in the description, or just head over to retroreviews.com. Okay, so starting off with something good. The performance of this, audio-wise, is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it is pretty good. I think it's on a level to compete with other combo devices. Forget about the streaming capabilities. I think it's on a level to compete with other DAC amp combos that are around this price or less. This comes in at €700, I believe. So if we compare it to other DAC amp combos that are just DAC amp combos around the same price or less, then I think it's on terms to compete with them. But whether or not you prefer this or the other is going to come down to what I am going to actually say is a bad part, which is that it is very, very clinical. I mean, it's on the cold side of things. It's not super cold, super clinical. I mean, I have heard things that are far too clinical. This is not that bad. But if you are into something a little bit warmer and you don't want something super, super clean towards the cold side of things, then this is maybe not your choice as far as the sound goes. There is a function in there which allows you to adjust the second harmonics, and setting that to a higher level does take a bit of the edge off, but I would never consider this warm. The best, well, just all the stuff this does. I mean, you'd have to look at the full review to understand even half of what this does. I'm sure I missed things in the full review, but I mean, it's a streamer, it's a DAC amp, it can perform just as a streamer, it can perform just as a DAC amp, it can perform just as a DAC. It's got line out, it's got pre-out, it can do headphones and pre-out. You've got optical input, optical output, coax in, coax out, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth in, Bluetooth. It's got everything, anything you can think of, this device does. I suppose the only thing it doesn't do is act as just a simple amplifier because there's no analog in. But anything else you can think of, it does it basically. So this is like a desktop solution for anything that you could really want to use on your desktop as like a central device for other systems, as a simple headphone, DAC amp, whatever you want to do with it. This thing is like, I would say a Swiss Army knife, but I don't think a Swiss Army knife has got that many functions. But anyway, yeah, this does everything, and that is definitely the best. The worst, well, this has the same issue that I found with the Fiio M11S that I reviewed a while back. And the thing is that when you're listening to music from streaming services, the quality of audio is far inferior to locally stored files. Locally stored files, also playing back via DLNA or playing back from a server. I've been using my files from the server, and they sound fine. I mean, there's no difference between those and those stored locally. But when you are actually, using a streaming service such as Tidal, there is a big difference between the sound quality of the locally stored devices, or the locally stored files and the streaming files. Another little nitpick that I have is that they still haven't translated it properly into Spanish, but there's actually reviews in English, so I won't talk about that. But anyway, yeah, if you want to know more about this, there's so much going on here that you just need to check out the full review. As I said, it's linked in the description, or head over to retroreviews.com, and I'll be back with another one soon. See you later.